I use TD Ameritrade platform called ThinkOrSwim. In order to use this platform, first off, you have to have a TD Ameritrade account. Literally, you'll just use TD Ameritrade to sign up. After you sign up, you'll withdraw your money through them, well, deposit your money through them. And after that, you not even really gonna use the app anymore. I mean, I don't open up the app. I only, reference TD if I was to call them for any problem happening. But for the most part, I do any and everything from Thinkorswim because this is like a one-stop shop. Like you could trade forex through here. You can get your options. You could buy just regular shares if you needed to. Um, I'm just start y'all off with just going over to the left right here. It'll populate your account info right here. You really can't change this tab over here, but you can kind of block it out to where nobody can see exactly how much that you have in your account if you wanted to, keep your stuff a little private or whatever. But we also have live news over here, so I can go to any stock, let's say Google, and bam, this right here is all of the news that's going in on Google right now, what is coming in on Google. Or since we was talking about Netflix, we go to Netflix, just really live news of any company that I wanted to research. I can just see right here. So that's good for getting into trades because if you have news backing up whatever position you're trying to make, then it's gonna be a lot stronger of a trade. Also have this feature right here, Trader TV. It kind of I use it for CNBC US. Since the market is not open, this right here is not gonna be open, but it's pretty much CNBC as the platform. I mean, all they talk about really is stocks on that channel. So with stocks and the market. So a lot of times I'll watch this and I'll see them talking about something and I might hop into a trade based off of what they're saying. Or if something important is going on in the market, then we'll see it right here. And I'll get like a first-hand view of it instead of watching the market react and then trying to figure out what's happening. I'm getting live updates because I have the actual TV right here. This right here is my watch list. And also you could rearrange all of this however you want just by hitting this right here and probably switching gadget. They have all of these things right here to offer. A calculator. Like we said, live news. I have Tetris just in case you get tired of looking at the market. You put a quick chart right here, Sketchpad just in case you needed to write something down. You can actually have multiple watch lists right here, which I do sometimes. But as far as the watch list, to create your own, for starters, you have to have it over here to the left. And then you'll just click on whatever this is right here and then create a watch list from there. And let's name this one mid-July movers. So these are all the stocks that I'm going to be watching this week. And you just type in the symbols from there. So Netflix is one for sure. Domino's, Google, and Apple. I'm just throw those in there right now. And then I'll just save it and bam, my watch list will come over here. One thing I also like doing with them is they have this linking feature to where you see this right here, it has a number 2. So I could change this into 4, which is green. So that's telling me that everything that has a green 4, if I was to click on it, it would automatically link up with everything that has green 4 basically. So if I change this one from a red 1 to a green 4, if I was to click on Domino's, the Domino's chart will populate over here because these two navigation tools are linked, so to speak. If I was to click on Apple, Apple chart would populate over here. Same with Google. I don't think I really use anything else over here. I know like the live news, my watch list, those are really the main things that I use over there. And like for my watch list, I do like changing this one to my current account positions. So everything I'm in, I will be able to see it right here, and I'll be able to kind of see how it's doing. I mean, if I wanted to see that, I'll just kind of have to customize it a little bit. Percentage change. Scroll down to profit loss percent and profit loss open. I'll just get rid of some of these. I'll just move all those down. Now y'all see that, okay, I'm down 0.82% in Bank of America, which is $2. Or I'm in Google right now, I'm down 5%, which is $15. Same with Home Depot, I'm up 7%, which is 16, and so forth, so forth. So it'll be easier for me to navigate that way instead of, or you can go to this monitor tab over here and go to monitor, it'll show you all of your positions that you're in. So you can either do it from here or do it from over there. I mean, it really doesn't necessarily matter, but that's that. You have this trade tab. This is basically where I execute all my plays at. So if I wanted to get into a Netflix contract, let's just say July 31st. A lot of times you'll have to change right here. You'll see strikes. It only shows 4. Sometimes you can do all. You'll see all of the strike prices that they have to offer. That way, just in case you didn't want to buy a contract that costs, this one costs you $2,800. If you don't want to buy that one, you wanted to buy this one that costs $350, you could do that. Or actually, let me go to something that's a whole lot cheaper. Apple, since I have it on all, I could, I mean, the top one's up here, this is $11.40, or I could come down here and spend $110 on a contract. Like I said, you can trade Forex on here as well for people that like trading Forex. I've never dabbled into it, but this analyze tab right here, this is where you can go find out a lot of research about different companies. Let me see, who do I want to use? For IT. No, let's go with aerospace and defense. We're gonna go with Boeing, BA. They build fighter jets and stuff like that. Yeah, I probably rode on a Boeing airplane because I know American Airlines, Delta, all of those, they have their own little Boeing planes. But let you know all of the financials down here as well. It gives you sell and buy signals for these. So everybody, they looking to sell Boeing, and that might be because, hell, we might be on another lockdown here sooner or later, and people are really not going to be flying like that. That could be my only thought as to why they'll do that. I just own the company over here. The company. So if you just really wanted to dirty search into a company, this right here would be a good spot to go to. Scan. I say how this feature more in depth a little bit later, but here you basically get to find any stock that meets a certain criteria. So if I wanted to find stocks that were in between $50 to $75 with a certain amount of volume and everything that moves, actually I'll just show you now. So I'm looking for stocks between 50 and we're gonna do $75. With the volume between there, and it has to move at least between 5 to 10%. I hit scan, and it'll pop up with these are 5 companies. but they all meet that criteria that I had put in. So they're all in between $50 to $75. They all moved this percentage change between 5 to 10%. The volume is above 1.5 million to 200 million, and that was the only criteria I had put right there. So if the market was moving and I couldn't find a play, I would probably just come here and be like, okay, cool. What is some stocks that I've probably never heard of, never even thought about? How are they moving, and can I possibly make a move off of those? So I'll be here quite often as well. Market watch. This is just another way to just look at how everything in the market is moving. I mean, they also have built-in watch lists. So like, I like going to the lovers and losers, pre-market movers, for example. Well, pre-market isn't really happening right now, but everything that's moving pretty big before the market even opens, you'll see it there. Everything that's moving big after the market closes, you'll see it in post-market movers. You can look at things by industry. So if we wanted to look at information and technology, all of those will pop up here. So they already have their own watch list kind of set up for you. Here's the actual chart tool. Let me go to. So I'm gonna show you how I set up my chart normally. First thing I normally do, I always go to the settings bar right here, and I go to my my time access, and I like expanding this 50 bars to the right. What else? My appearance. I like filling my green candles. My volume. I like to have that my same color as my ticks. That way I'll know like when it's coming in that okay, cool, this is red volume and this is green instead of just seeing blue. When I see blue, I get a little confused. If you wanted to turn off your pre-market or after hours, you'll just have to come here to equities and hit that right there. And those light gray lines, they disappeared because those, whatever happened in between those light grays, that was everything that happened when the market closed and before it opened. So we call that pre-market and after hours. Then if I just hit OK, down here is where I have my drawing tools. So if I was to click right here, I was just on the mouse. I like using my price level tool for my straight line. So I use this to kind of build my support and resistance lines. All you gotta do is tap it twice, and that line, it'll stay there. To get it orange, how I have mine, you'll just have to right click it, edit properties. I have my right extension on. That way I don't ever have to always keep going to edit those lines. Like I could put a line on here, let's say today, and it'll still be there 2 months from now because I have my right extension on. It's gonna go on until, I basically delete the line. But I also like showing my price on the right. So that way, whenever I am making my call outs, y'all see it right here. I'll know that, okay, cool. Whenever, this is MMM, whenever it breaks 155.49, that's when we're looking to get into calls. So I keep my price on the right. That way I'll be able to be more precise with my play calling, so to speak. This color, I basically change this depending on how my mood feels. Like I used to have it white, then blue, now it's orange, probably until I get tired of it. And I change it to these little dashed lines. But that's how I would build my support and resistance levels right there with the price level tool and how I edit it. I mean, they also have this one right here, which is the trend line, to where you just click on one part and then you could go, wherever you want with it, make whatever figure you want. How you zoom in, you could just click in and then drag it over. That's one way. Or you also have zoom in features over here. You zoom out, zoom in at the bottom right corner. Maneuvering through time frames, you'll see all your time frames right here. I think it automatically pops starts you off at the 1 year, 1 day, but you'll be able to change it from here. What else? Adding indicators, you'll go to the studies right here. Then you go to edit studies and basically add whatever you want. We'll be telling y'all about EMAs a little bit later, so I'm just going to add that one. Moving average exponential, pause applied, bam, it popped up. I could also get different kind of patterns if I wanted them. See candlestick patterns, engulfing candlestick. I mean, every time there's an engulfing pattern on this chart, I want to like, if I hit apply, all of these arrows, they're letting me know whenever whenever they spot an engulfing candlestick pattern.
Sorry, where'd you go? I didn't see where you went. Sorry.
Just right here, patterns.
Oh, okay.
At the top right, yep. Patterns and select patterns. You get to select whatever pattern you love to see, to be honest. Pennant, if any of those are on here, I can just put that on there, apply, bam. It drew this right here. This, damn, I didn't know it did all that. That's dope. It drew this right here for me. And then if I don't want to see that no more, I could just, hide it. If I wanted to look at more than one screen, I wanted to have 4 of them. This top right up here, it shows the screen. Bam. I could do that, and I could look at 4 different charts if I wanted to right now. APL. So now I got a lot of real estate to just look at different things. So I'm not looking at the same thing over and over. They have this on-demand feature too. Let me click out there and go back in. So this is like one of the main reasons why I love TD Ameritrade right here is this on-demand feature. It's this stop right one. And basically what this does is it'll give you a replay of the market, whatever day you want, and it'll let you basically go back and trade it. So you get as much practice as you can possibly imagine right here. So if I was to go to Tesla, this is my Tesla chart. And if I wanted to, I can, you have to click this calendar. My Wi-Fi a little slow. And I can go all the way back into February 11th at 8:30 in the morning. This right here is a live view of Tesla moving February 11th. It's gonna have a whole replay of how it actually moved in the market. So I like coming here for practice. I recommend that if y'all do use TD Ameritrade, y'all come here for practice as well, because even when stuff like this is moving, whenever you on this on-demand feature, they give you $100,000, I believe, of just like play money. That way you're able to go in and you could actually make a lot of these trades. So you could hop into a Tesla trade if it met the requirements of your strategy, and you could see that, okay, had I would have put up $150 in Tesla, I would have made or lost X amount. So that's why I kind of like using that for practice purposes. And that's pretty much the basics of everything on TD Ameritrade. Do y'all have any questions about any of this? If not, feel free to, whenever y'all start setting up y'all accounts, y'all would have to apply through TD Ameritrade first off. And then after you apply through TD Ameritrade, you'll have to download ThinkOrSwim. And pretty much after that, you'll just be on the ground running with ThinkOrSwim. You'll be able to, maneuver through everything as you need to. And like I said, this is a one-stop shop for everything that's going on in the market. So that's why I love using it. Because I could trade, I could analyze, I could watch TV, I could play Tetris.
Hey, Jaylee, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I got a real quick question. So, like, on TradingView, you know how he was saying that there was, like, an alert system set up for it to, like notify you on your phone? Does this have any type of alert system set up as well?
Yeah. So I could do it one of two ways. So this line right here, this is my kind of entry level for that I would like to get in for Tesla. So I could right click this right here and then create an alert with my drawing. So basically every time it crosses above this drawing right here, I'll get my alert. It would send me a message through the app. So if I wasn't even looking at my phone, I'll see it on my home screen, or it will populate in its messages right here, just in case you was probably on your phone and you didn't have a chance to see what alert they sent you, pop up in that message. Or you could just right click anywhere and create an alert, and then whenever it's at or above, or you could do at or below whatever level that you had clicked. So if I had clicked right here, it would notify me that whenever Tesla gets at or below this, what's that, 1452 mark. So yeah, you get to set alerts on here as well. And that's what saves me a lot of time, because if a chart ain't doing what I need it to do, I'm gonna just set an alert and wait till it hit my level. And I might not even look at that chart for another day or two. I mean, these alerts, they stay up for a good amount of time as well. So like Facebook, for example, set an alert for Facebook on Wednesday. Whenever it breaks this level, that's when I'm gonna hop in. And it didn't break that level till Friday. So I ended up hopping into the trade on Friday, but that alert let me know not to look at Facebook until Friday. So
All right, cool. Thank you.
you're welcome.
And one quick thing about how I use TradingView. Well, since I only do all my technical analysis on TradingView, I use Robinhood, but I don't really like how their website is set up. So if you do decide to use Robinhood, pick a day this week, and we can hop on the phone or FaceTime or whatever you need, and I'll go through the proper steps to enabling option trading on your Robinhood and actually showing you how to execute the trades, like buying different expiration dates, different strike prices, and showing you exactly how I do the execution. And also, you can just visit session 1. I know we went over briefly exactly what a Robinhood contract looks like. So you can either do one of the two things. Either just hit me up separately, and I'll go over to you in depth and show you exactly what I do, or you can just go back to session 1 and see what the actual contract and what we have to say about it. So either or is fine with me, and we can get you started on that.
Last thing, how to actually buy and sell something. So you'll go to this trade tab, and let's say I told everybody to get Tesla calls at the 327 strike price. What is Apple? Apple calls at 327 strike price. I click on the ask. I always click on the ask. Then this order populator will pop up, and I always like buying at the low, selling at the high, because Apple has a street value, so to speak, of $154, but the actual market value is $155. I mean, this dollar difference, it really doesn't make that much of a difference here, but sometimes you might see a $50 difference or a $75 difference. And basically what that's telling me is I get it on the streets, so to speak, for $50, but the market is actually charging me $75 for it. So if I buy for $75 and people on the streets are buying it for $50, I'm already in the hole $25. So just a word of thumb: always buy at the low. So buy at this mid level down here, and whenever you're selling it, sell it at the high. You try to, get the most out of the market that you can. So buy it at the lowest point, sell it at the highest. So after you pick your point right here, confirm and send it, and then it'll give us this notification up here that, okay, cool, we bought 2 Apple calls. So then I go to my monitor tab, and it will show my Apple contract right here. It showed me that since I opened it, I'm already down $14. If I want to sell it, I'll just right click, create closing order, sell Apple. This will pop up at the bottom. Like I said, you buy at the low, sell it at the high. So I'm gonna drag that to the right. You could really leave all other information the same. You don't have to change up anything else. And a lot of times the price does like changing on you. If the price does change, you'll just have to put it at the newest price. Confirm and send, and bam, it just let me know that I sold Apple right here. If I was to go back to monitor, I lost $8 in Apple. It'll let me know that that's the profit loss for the day. But that's how you buy and sell option contracts on TD Ameritrade.